What is up guys, Max here, and welcome back to another quick and easy tutorial for After Effects. Today we're learning how to make puzzles inside of After Effects, animated puzzles, using a plugin called GridMaker. And GridMaker is pretty dope, try it out. Now if you would like to try GridMaker, just head over to filmit.io and install GridMaker. You just click get it in the studio, make a quick account, no big deal. Once you make an account, go to your dashboard, download Filmit Studio, which is a desktop application from Filmit.io that allows you to install any of their tools. So now, GridMaker is just one of many. You can totally try it for free. There's a free trial. And once you do the free trial, you can actually try any tool because it's all bundled together. You don't get one tool, you get them all. Every new tool they release, you get it. Every effect, every transition, whatever they release, you get it. It's all combined. So all you do is just click install on GridMaker, good to go. Now, once you're back in After Effects, you just go to Window, Extensions, and then GridMaker. If it's not showing up after you've installed it, you probably just need to close and reopen After Effects, no big deal. And GridMaker, when you first open it up, it just has this thing on the right here. This one is advanced mode, but this is the tried and true GridMaker. It is a straightforward gridding tool that you highlight 4 pieces of footage, click 2x2, and it grids it for you. That's the whole point of GridMaker. You can highlight 100 pieces of footage, click 10x10, and it grids it for you. Or you can just do 2 columns, 4 columns, 4 rows, you name it, you can do it. It's very easy. But we want to do puzzles. So we click advanced mode in the top right of GridMaker. There is a lot of tabs in GridMaker because they just don't do puzzles. Flat, 3D spatial grids, path grids, tessellate grids, charts, fractures, pack, jigsaw, which is what we're working on today, text fills, and camera grids. Very cool stuff. So with Jigsaw selected, at its heart on the left side, we have the composer, which allows us to do a couple different, pre-made presets. Choose your composition. You have pieces. There's a knob setting. That knob's way too big. That knob looks better. Let's actually pause this in the middle so I can see what this looks like. The knob settings, the gap settings. These settings don't actually do anything in Jigsaw because it actually doesn't make any sense. Yeah, not used on Jigsaws is the pieces interlock with no gap. That's what a Jigsaw is supposed to do. Animation scale up, scale down. There's plenty of animation presets, and we want it to center out. We're going to do row by row, so it actually does this. So when we hit play, it goes row by row. We can just keep it that way for the tutorial. On the bottom here, you can actually type in or drag your animation length. Let's make it a 3-second animation. This is your in animation. It's currently set to uniform timing, just like so. If you want to change the easing curves, a different type of animation, just so you would expect from After Effects, here it is. And boom, let's hit play and see what this does. Now, at first, I don't want to pre-comp these boxes. I don't want to do a single image. I just want to create a new comp of these puzzle pieces. And it's done, just like that. And if I hit play, there's my puzzle pieces, just like so. Made in After Effects, it's a puzzle. And you can change the fill color, whatever you want from here. You got a puzzle piece. You're good to go. It's shapes. But I don't want to do that. I want to put pictures in here. So how many puzzle pieces was that? I'm sorry, that's probably annoying to you guys. I'm sorry. 28 pieces. So we need to grab 28 pictures. Now, I actually downloaded all these photos, not online, which they did come from online, but I'm actually using a tool from the Filmit.io team. It's Sourcer. This is another tool. It sources media for you. So Pexels, Unsplash, and Pixabay videos and images. It just pulls free, royalty-free media. So we need 28 puzzle pieces. Let's delete these. Open up GridMaker, Jigsaw, 28 pieces, apply or select layers, and then you apply to selection. Needs pre-comp boxes turned on for multiple layers and stuff like this because you need to pre-comp it. That makes a lot of sense. And apply to selection. I know you're already asking me, this is not how puzzles work. Puzzles are one image that are divided up amongst the puzzles. I know. I'm getting to that part. It's just I'm showing you this part first. And there you have it. Let's close GridMaker, pull the advanced mode, and scroll. I will say pre-comps tend to hate this, but as you can see, there it is. I'm not going to play the animation. I could pre-render it, but it's kind of annoying. And there it is. It's going pretty slow, but that's the puzzle. And it would animate in and out. And it has keyframes, and it's great. And that's it. Works really well. Oh, that's the same puzzle twice. Look at there. But we don't want to do this. We want to have one image. Luck of the draw. Let's just pick this image, drag it in. Oh, it's that beach photo I literally just talked about. Cool. There it is. And we go back to puzzle or Jigsaw. We click single image. Select our layer, and then apply to selection. It's going to divide this image into the puzzle. Now, when this tool was being built, this was made sure to be correct, as in Now, if you do like a 3D zoom or anything with something like this, you're going to notice that like it's not a mask. It's an actual piece that's moving that is a solid piece. So if we hit play on this, you'll notice that the pieces are correctly scaling. So it's not a mask. It's the piece. So this is what the intended purpose of this is. It doesn't, you can still tell it's a puzzle when it's together. That's the intended piece. And yeah, it makes a puzzle in After Effects. That's the whole point. And if you want your computer to blow up, by all means, take the pieces up to this many pieces, which would be 220 different little pre-comps. And if you need more than this, pretty sure you can type in more. Yeah. So there's 920 puzzle piece. Would it be 45 for 1,000 pieces? I think 40 is the max. If you need more than 40 puzzle pieces, just DM me and I will tell the development team to be like, we need more than 40 puzzle pieces. Even the preview doesn't like 40 puzzle pieces. So careful what you wish for. 2 puzzle pieces, which would be fine. Wait, 40? Will it play? Oh, it plays all right. And if we actually stretched out the thing to like 30 seconds and stretch these out, it would be a very long animation. And technically, there it goes. It's staggering. Let's change the stagger to like here. And it would be an interesting, let's make it a 60-second animation and a 90-second animation. I'm not sure how long this needs to be to fix that stagger. 360? Oh, there it is. Wow. We want the duration to be much faster. And there it goes. Yeah, this would be a pretty, I'm not doing anybody justice on my monitor right now. I apologize. I should make this bigger. That would be kind of a neat animation. It just like builds a slow puzzle. And yeah, but to make this in After Effects, normally it would be kind of painstaking. So there you go. And if you really wanted to, you could totally render this out. I might do it just to see if my computer doesn't explode, but I'm not going to hit create new comp right now. My computer's pretty good. I don't know how good it is though. And that's it though. There's a ton of pieces and this would actually be kind of a neat animation. You can do row by row or you can do like center out. So it actually builds the puzzle like this, which is kind of neat. If you want to like reverse this order, you can do this. So it builds into the center. There's a lot of different little settings in GridMaker that are a lot of fun to play with. So, and then just random puzzle getting built. That's actually pretty cool. I think I need to render that so, just to see what it looks like. Now, yeah, this might be the thing that it opens up to in this video. I just got to remember to do it. Now, just to tell you a little bit about Filmit.io, I'm a big part of it. I'm one of the founders of Filmit.io, and I'm an animator and editor at heart. This is what I do. It's what I did for a long time as a living. I still do it. And when these tools get built, I thoroughly rip them apart. Everything that I would want a tool, I make sure gets put in. So that is a big win for building tools with Filmit. There's a great community behind this, and most of these tools are community driven. So that's a big part of this process. But I just wanted to show you GridMaker, the Jigsaw portion, have videos on everything here, a full demo, also every other tab, text fill camera, you name it, we've talked about it. So as always, guys, I'm Max. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for being a part of the channel. If you're new to the channel, feel free to like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.